Look at that. Bo was the only one in here. Bo couldn't wait to talk. Bo was in here talking to himself. Bo was going to work. Congrats! Kevin Hart! Hate eating that. Cat in the car crying. I'm rooting for Kevin because he's getting so much hate. That's true. For a guy to be in the position he is, I've never seen anybody hate on him so much. He ain't even funny. If you don't think Kevin Hart's funny, don't watch his movies. That's the thing. If you don't think he's funny, don't watch his movies. You don't have to go on a promotional tour. You don't have to go on a promotional tours to say, I don't like Kevin Hart. But buy my movie. Now I did a movie review for it yesterday. I saw the movie. It's not one of his best. Any Kevin Hart and Cat Williams shouldn't do anything together no more except for comedy. All of them in that movie School Dance. Kevin Hart, Lunell, Tiffany Haddish, Mike Epps, and Cat Williams. They are all in School Dance. Did anybody notice that? What's up, Mr. Gardner? I see you. Do you know what the hey, thanks, brother. Do you know what they did? They went ahead and decided that it would be a very good idea. A very good idea to not put School Dance in the movie theaters. Do you know how much money they missed out on? Because you'll never get that again. Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, Tiffany Haddish, Linnell, all in one movie. Upload this on your other page. Why I gotta upload it on the other page? Do you know School Dance right now is being requested? Like one of the top requests for rentals and movies. People are trying to dig it up. Lionsgate screwed everybody out of their position. So nobody really made any money that they could have made from the movie had they Lionsgate supported the film. Now they feel stupid. And these are the things that Kevin Hart fights up against. And School Dance is way funnier than Night School. Kevin Hart's Night School, School Dance is way funnier than that movie. Now, I'm not saying don't go see Night School. Go see it. It earned $29 million, dollars, the highest earning comedy this year for a debut weekend. It looked like it was going to fail when it first launched. And the reason why it looked like it was going to fail was the opening Friday that it opened, it only did like 9 million. And people were like, oh no. But when Saturday came around, it had a big viewing on Saturday. Everybody saved it all up for Saturday. It almost did 12 million on Saturday, and it had another one. Hey, what's up, Ozzy? Then it did like another 8, almost 9 million on Sunday. It had a very solid weekend. But I don't know what happened Friday. A lot of people just did not run out to go see it on Friday. What's up, sincerely yours? So no, so but that goes to show you either this movie is not as good or comedies are dying off. Think about it. Comedies are dying off. And why are comedy movies not grossing a lot of money when they open? Romantic comedies or comedy movies used to do relatively pretty well in the movie theaters. Back to School was the first movie ever comedy to gross $100 million in the box office. Comedies normally stay in the movie theaters longer. People like to laugh. They come back and watch these movies because they make them laugh. They bring their friends. It's a great time. Wedding Crashers, The Breakup, Vince Vaughn comedy things were great here. Ferris Bueller comedies are known to be repetitive. You can listen and watch a comedy over and over. Look at Friday. As goofy as that was, people will stop and watch Friday if it's on television. Now, why are people not buying comedies anymore? The business of comedy movies are going down. And I'm here to explain to you why that is. The reason why that is happening is because in a movie like Kevin Hart's can come out and do very well is because they do the groundwork. Blacks will come out to support Kevin Hart. Whites will get out and support Kevin Hart. Why? Because Kevin Hart is hands on. He get out there and he push it. Yesterday he was on Instagram Live talking to fans, mostly overseas, some here in the States, and just talking to them personally and telling them to go out and support his movie. And they were like, yeah, we're going to go see it. We're going to go check it out. Oh, Money Talks is a classic. But Money Talks was something that was at the movie theater. You see, a lot of these films that are comedies that mostly blacks make, we normally make comedies. When you see African American movies, we normally make comedy movies. And they feel that that's all we can do. Either we're making a drama about racism or we're making a comedy. We can't just have the average black guy having a fun day in high school. We can't make those movies. We can't make an age of 17 movie. We can't make all of these action movies. A black guy was gonna be James Bond, and white folks had a fit. They're not gonna make a black guy James Bond, but they do that to put them in fear of them putting a black guy in there. They're making them afraid again. Just in case you were warming up to the idea, we're gonna make the black guy James Bond. No, no, they're taking this Black Lives Matter too far. I'm like, that's England. Y'all don't know anything about that over here. That has nothing to do with the decision. It's not about that. It's the fact that they're looking at it from a cultural standpoint. James Bond, I'm like, it don't make sense to me at all because he's a spy. Who ain't gonna notice the brother in the doggone suit. We're supposed to have all this political. You went to school in Oxford. Yeah, right. We ain't buying that. This dude a cop. He's a spy. Ain't nobody gonna buy no brother spy overseas. They gonna see him coming a mile away. Who ain't gonna notice the brother? If James Bond can get lost. Like, did I see you somewhere before? The black guy who ain't gonna remember the only black guy that's in the doggone organization. They gonna be, wait a minute, that's that black guy. No, he the cop. Boom. Yep, Jimmy Bond. Jimmy. Da-da-da, da-da-da. How you like your martini? Martini, man, give me a yak. What you got? Some Blue Label? Don't give me that cheap. Shake it or stir. You can stir that. Don't shake that. Da-da-da, Jimmy. I got you now, Mr. Bond. Nah, I don't. I got some hot tech in around here. Hold on. See this watch? Yeah, you hit this button here. Beep, yeah, got to. Hey, this thing work. Jimmy Bond. Jimmy, we out here. Well, you all showed up late. You said 3 o'clock. Oh, I did? Yeah, I was wrong. Jimmy Bond. That's stereotyping. Yes, it is. It is absolutely stereotyping. But if you look at the character of James Bond is from Swiss descent. He's Swiss. I don't know how many black Swiss people out there. There's probably some black Switzerland people like, hey, what's up, dude? But no, James Bond need to be left alone. Like, I don't want to see a white shaft. That's how they gonna go. Like, okay, we're gonna make a white shaft. It'll be Tom Cruise is Shaft. Can you dig it? John Shaw. Hey, I don't like the racism that's going on in the police department. I'm gonna be private detective. I'm gonna stand up for all the blacks. Can you dig that? Tom Cruise is John Shaft. Oh yeah, brothers would lose their mind. All right, leave Bond alone. Bond is the character of James Bond should only be played not by a British person who is white. He does white people things. Okay? He does not do brother things. A black man should not be playing James Bond. Now, we deviated way off the point. Now, we deviated way off the point. Here comes Fitzroy Muhammad. Let me answer his question. He said, that's hypocrisy because it's okay for white folks to take our ideas and make millions and millions of dollars off of it. But we want to improve on their idea. All of a sudden, it's a problem. No, you don't understand. It's taking someone's idea is something else. You're not taking someone's idea. You're actually inserting a character in something that's already rolling. Now, if they were to say, the Elijah Muhammad. You know, let's say that they're doing a Nation of Islam story and they got a white guy, Muslim, in there playing Elijah Muhammad. You got it would be a riot. Okay, it would be a riot. People would throw their head and they like, look, we're just trying to create off something. We understand whitewashing characters. We've seen that, and we're still seeing that. So we're fighting against that. But certain characters can be played by multiple races. Like, what about Asians? Nobody care about them. The only time you see an Asian person, they either got to do karate or they're a comedic sidekick. Like, they don't have any Korean superheroes. They don't have any Chinese superheroes that they see on the big screen. They enjoy the movies just like everybody else. What about them? See, everybody only can see and identify things when it's coming to them, right? They like watching these movies too. They like romantic comedies. No one is catering to them. So it's not just you. You got to look outside of your race. But when you think of film, you're looking at certain characters that could be played by different ethnicities. But a character like John Shaft, I can't see a Chinese John Shaft. I can't see a white guy, even though the name John Shaft could be a white person's name. I don't want to. White guy named John was giving people the shaft at work when he was the supervisor, but that's another story. But he can't play that character. So James Bond, there's no way I could see him a, a British spy doing Euro stuff, infiltrating disguising. Most of the people don't realize James Bond is known for lying and deceit and spying. He has a Swiss background, Swiss education. There's no way you could put a black guy in that situation when everybody around him is white and he's the only black guy there. It just don't make any sense. Like, what's the believability? It's gonna be like, okay, nobody remember this black guy. You gonna remember the only black guy you saw there because you're probably amazed he got past security. That'll be my whole thing. Well, America and Europe is different. European culture and American culture is entirely different. I shouldn't even have to explain that to you. You should know that. So he's doing things that are handled in a European manner. Like, you don't understand. The American James Bond is Jason Bourne. Okay? Watch the Bourne identities and then you'll know American culture. Okay? Watch James Bond and then you will know Euro culture. Two different types right there. Now, if you watch a James Bond movie and a Bourne movie, you'll go like, "What? How could you compare this crap to this?" Exactly. Everybody has their own cup of tea. No, no, no. Mission Impossible is not like James Bond at all. It's not even close. It's more of a Bourne identity. Jason Bourne is a ripoff of James Bond, but it's an American version of James Bond. Even though Taken takes place mostly overseas than it does in America, European culture, you're saying we boring? No, you guys have a different sense of comedy. You guys have a different sense of entertainment and much more cultural. It's much more different. Way different than America. America has too much going on. It's no real structure of anything. Europeans are a lot different overseas than here. American is just wow. Just they don't care about nothing. And then you can tell in the films they took no care in how they make the films. Jason Statham would be a decent James Bond. It's just that we've seen Jason Statham be Jason Statham already in enough films. See, a James Bond character has to be somebody you haven't really seen do the things they've been doing, and they have to really be exceptionally good at acting. Right, Mr. Bean, like comedy from the British comedy, like Benny Hill. We grew up watching British comedy, Mr. Bean, all those things. We grew up watching that stuff because when television in America would go off, when we had the tube and had to turn the tube, we could turn to the UHF channels and get all the British channels. So we grew up watching Benny Hill comedy, a lot of physical comedy, a lot of silent comedy movies that use music. So we understood about comedy. British comedy and British humor is hilarious to me. Some people in America don't get British humor. It's very quick sometimes and to the point, and it's to me it's hilarious. I crack up watching. But a lot of British television shows don't translate well over the United States, like The House of Cards. That's why they have to redo it. Which again, we have deviated way off of the point. I never got a chance to explain to you why comedies, the film comedies, are low in revenue right now. And they're not, all these comedy movies are not having big debuts. And there have been some good comedies this year. You know why? Because we have all this access to Netflix, Hulu, all these comedy shows, comedy specials, everything at home, right? That we can watch. And at the movies, all the big action movies that are comic book movies and that we've been seeing, all of those are like comedies now. You just saw The Predator at the movie, and that was just basically a comedy disguised as an action movie. So all these action movies, comedy. Superhero movies, comedy. Romantic movies, comedy. Everything's a comedy. So it's not even listed correctly anymore. You can't even really list it. The horror movies, comedy. Every genre has got comedy in it now. It's like some people's like, man, I saw that scary movie, man. It wasn't even funny. That's the new thing. I'm like, dog, you just said a scary movie. I mean, yeah, I wasn't gonna be scared, but at least some scary movies got they'd be a little funny. I just thought they should have been a little funnier this one. I'm like, so that's why the revenue has been what it's been. That's why all the hoopla has been going around. You talking to a guy who don't care about that album. Period. Well, you got to listen to it, Mr. Mill, over and over again, so that you can get the first, seconds intakes of it. Now, my first response listening to Lil Wayne, I'll just tell you now, I'm liking a lot of songs on there. A lot of songs that people don't like, I seem to like. And like I said, a lot of people probably don't have good speakers in their car and they can't hear the production the way it should sound. Well, lyrically, he was doing his thing on a couple of songs, and some of it was straight trash. And I'm not sure of this, but is Nicki Minaj singing on this album? Was that her or was that Never? I don't neither. I don't think that was neither. I think that was Nicki Minaj singing. Oh Jesus Christ, that was Nicki. Oh God, I was joking. I was like, man, did they just get Nicki Minaj to sing on this? Because I thought I'm like, nah, that's probably Nevi or something. Because I'm like, maybe I'm hearing something, but I was like, she kind of sound like Nicki, or she's trying to sound like Nicki. Is that Nicki on this song? Yeah, that would be a video if they ever do it. The extension song. Well, that's Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's a punchline rapper, so he's never been a mumble rapper. He was always a punchline guy. Now, as he got into the lean, I liked. A lot of people don't like the song with Lil Wayne daughter. I love that song. I thought that was a good song. With the one with his daughter on there, they was like, "You like that?" Dude? I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, I'm like, dude. Now I heard Trinidad James is supposed to be on there. I don't think I heard him. Was Trinidad James on there? I didn't hear him. Cause I'm like, Trinidad James, he probably need this. I didn't hear him at all. Man, they probably cut him right off the song. I know he upset. He probably was like, yes, finally, I'm gonna have my time. Yes, here it comes. Travis Scott. That was supposed to be me. Trinidad James. I was on that song. Sure you were, sir. I used to be a star. Sure you were, sir. No, I was. Don't do this to me. No. We got to kick you out. No. I had a hit song. I had a lot of them. I was hot. I was hot. Can't find those. They've been deleted from the internet. What? I was on the Carter Five. Tell him I was hot. Tell him I was on the Carter Five. What's your name? Trinidad James. That sounds familiar. Yes, you know me. Yeah. I'm thinking of Trinidad Tobago. I'm sorry. What? No! Call some people. They know me. Oh man. Oh, everybody wants to see what LeBron does today. I'm like, this is preseason. What? There's like somebody gonna knock him out the air or something? No. He just did a Tupac video. Oh, my Kanye video is going up in about 10 minutes on this page. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Kanye West video will be up in a minute now. Just you wait. Matter of fact, I should stop this and upload that video right now. Oh, that Kanye video was classic. Everybody loved that. The one when I'm under the bridge that he was under when he was acting stupid, well, acting Kanye. Oh, there's some stuff that went down with Kanye last night here in Chicago. Yeah, I was at a party, and like I told you, I know everybody he knows, and the people I know everybody that's involved in the situation, and it's a very different situation. It's a Casino for Life type video that I gotta make on that. Oh yeah, it went down last night, brother. It went down last night in Chicago. We had a nice conversation with a bunch of people, having some fun, celebrating a birthday from a friend of ours, and there's a lot of things that came up from Gene Deal. Oh, you saw my power video? A lot of people didn't see the power video. Yeah, I guess they didn't send the notifications out or something, but a lot of people didn't see that power video I put out. They need me writing on the team of power. I don't really have to because I almost see the direction and where they're going. So it was just what I feared with the Gene deal, him making that video. It was exactly what I feared. So we're gonna get into all of that on Casino for Life. That is gonna be a massive. I'm going live for that video too, by the way. I will be live on Casino for Life. You are not going to want to miss that video. Period. They might not send you a notification. You better refresh your page, check your Twitters. You ain't gonna want to miss that one because we're gonna detail what went down last night. That's gonna be later on.